And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. And with the yardage gained on that last reception, he is now in the NFL record books, folks. The all-time record for most receiving yards in a single game belongs to him. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Williams is in the end zone. Down LA. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side. Got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was.
Sides, easy call, mark off the field, and keep it moving.
We are in for a good one.
End of the first quarter, 77-70. Rams and Chargers will be back in the second quarter.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first down coming up. They go with Edwards left side. And some space here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking side.
And now the rookie's free. He's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 45 yards. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Dicker down attack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it out past the 35. The Rams Rams offense now making their way out to take over. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person when it's played well and is skillful. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Denzel Perryman able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been
He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nacua, 71 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
The uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Free kick out of bounds.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he has caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now it's Herbert. Able to find the... Now he's into the clear again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 57 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Pass complete there to Nacua. Now he's loose again.
That's it.
Into the end zone, touchdown Rams. Puka Nacua, 68 yards. And the Rams are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver, complete. He's loose down the middle of the field. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They are big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. Run play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. He goes 86 yards on the kick return. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
One after here coming up. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Chargers ready to take over. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into.
There he goes. There he goes again, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 64 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point try now from Dicker. Got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. They they certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Returning it, 2-2 Atwell. I don't know what was going on. End result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Flushed out right. And he is not. The rush was too strong, and this is going
To the motherfucker! Grab!
The sequence, 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Fielded just inside the 20. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
Touch him.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Stafford. From your right sideline falls incomplete.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Stafford.
He got it.
Sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
On 4th down, Stafford. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a three-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert.
Got
Checks
it.
down to
Got
Edwards
the
out of
post.
the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got it. Over
Taken
10.
in by his
Hey,
big
bro.
tight end. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Here's Herbert. And it's caught.
Try to get the
A gain of
touchdown.
7 that time. 2nd goal. Edwards is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Once more, Edwards. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They begin the drive with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage.
Your
They
official
used great
Colby
leverage,
station. It's
held
close to
their
103.5
spot, and
high
stacked
level.
him up.
This is 2nd and
We're
8.
looking for something fun to do this weekend. The historic Mission Inn Hotel and Spa is having their 33rd annual Festival of Lights. It's the switch on ceremony. It's taking place this Saturday. Now, you know it's after Thanksgiving, so we decided to go a week earlier to start the festivities earlier in we needed, so why not? Really exciting. Thousands and thousands of people show up for this. It's become the nation's most popular holiday event. It's just good. In fact, Newsweek named it the best holiday show. So if you're able to come out for opening weekend, which is the football ceremony on Saturday night at 5 o'clock, I highly recommend it. It's fun. There's fireworks, there's music, live performances and stuff, and lots of great response to see. It's completely free.
It was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up
Really, it's going to be
incomplete.
on.
No sense risking anything there on first
So
down, even
check
though
it out
he's
this
still in the pocket.
weekend.
He had a receiver out
And
to his
visit
side,
Riverside.
so
Go and
down
check
in
it
the
out.
spot
It's
where the only
definitely
people who
worth
can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ring of the season
Throwing is Stafford.
Race your voices and your stories.
He
The
lets
holiday
this one
season,
fly
there
toward the
are
back of the
times
end
when
zone.
it's
And this is
Oh no, that's not the. Oh, what a catch.
Winter Wonderland.
MVP.
Get your tickets today at LAFilm.com.
He is, because when he took off,
It's the
I was
Seattle
thinking there was no
Seahawks.
chance that he could actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here. Back and forth first half.
ABC 7 and stream next day.
So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Dumps it off to Edwards. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
The defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Oh, design run for their wideout. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes some people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a
465 pound-feet of torque and that iconic power
brings up 4th down. No move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on fourth. Herbert being chased out left. And they get him down.
To find the Toyota that's just right for you at Toyota.com.
Across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, is confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that fourth down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fixed that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try and go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Part of their strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and first down. Simply put, you got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So on first down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bobby Brown just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. So, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Finding Williams on the check down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
Stafford now to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Oh, that's well done defensively. They get the pressure. 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it. To go before halftime.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage.
Seconds of the first half, and the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Now the try here for the pulling after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis.
Oh.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
What halftime?
We saw a vintage first half from the veteran Matthew Stafford. He had a half of the ages, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
Know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now they get the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering. Because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Hi there, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, I'm Marina Lugo. I'm calling from Fontana.
And many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Going up top. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now Stafford. And he's got it. End zone touchdown Rams. Puka Nacua, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A nice tiny little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in.
Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Herbert. Byron Young, his second sack of the night. And how about this? And they're going to go for it. And they snap it to Herbert. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. There's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. Take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Puka Nakua. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it. I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forcing the try to throw. And
he's going to go. Young bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete. Now he's into the clear again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 65 yards. And the Chargers get a bit closer. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back at 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
These guys man on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Stafford. And he provides on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Play action.
Get down to the ground.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the ball. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession of the football.
Khalil back.
The 36-yard
With the sack. With the fumble.
I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6.
You better be humble.
It really does, and I know of one team at one point
Give me it
training
back.
their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him.
The iHeart Radio app now, and you just might get yourself on the
That's what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the bounds you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Buried by more multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
The touchdown!
Touchdown. 67 yards. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two. They'll try and throw for it.
Catch.
They don't get the two-point conversion here. You know, we've discussed this before. We've seen it in practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for two and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You
Working
can't let them
records.
get the advantage. So yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that
Sorry,
extra
that's
time on two-point
defense.
plays
His
as well.
record.
Now Williams running left.
That's the Rams.
Kyron Williams, 35 yards. And the Rams get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
That's exactly
And the fact that they throw the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because the defense is really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they want to do is blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll throw from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot. Release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for 100 yards for a first down.
That is caught. He's got room at the 30. 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are back within a score. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins.
Stafford. And the Chargers is going to get there. Down he goes.
That ball.
Khalil Mack make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown. Tutu Atwell with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to
lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Throwing is Stafford. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too.
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Here's Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer.
We have a unique QR code for you to scan and enter to win tickets to our party.
He takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 59 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
Pay attention tomorrow.
Brent, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back on the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They start the drive on the ground. Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
You need more comfort for yourself.
Here's Stafford. Blitz coming and down he goes. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Sweet James makes it easy.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Meet Meepa Mini Plus, the AI companion that co-creates personalized story adventures with your child in real time.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Discover Meepa Mini exclusively at Costco.
And he's going to take this away for a Rams touchdown. To Madwell, 40 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headline. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Get color-pleasing appetizers at Whole Foods Market. Remember, save 20% on select raw and cooked shrimp through November 22nd.
On the kick.
Some chilled shrimp cocktail.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This year's time of year, it's here. You got parties to go
Herbert now.
to.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Set your budget and let local taskers handle the rest. Party planning?
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 59 yards. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
These games, we notice Offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
But here the defense wins.
This limited time offer will last. Bid now at easyairways.com or for your
Oh,
choice.
kids?
Able to get the pressure and bring it down. Khalil Mack, my goodness, made that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.